Hi, I'm the Moorlander and this is Moorlander EDC. Now for the first time today we're going to be releasing two pieces of content. Here on Moorlander EDC we're going to have a look at the AMAP III from Agilite, and on Moorlander Tactical, which will work perfectly with this, we're having a look at the Agilite K0 plate carrier. So when you finish this content, make sure to look on the Moorlander Tactical site, which I'll leave some links below. But for now, let's take a closer look at the Agilite AMAP III. As we usually do, we'll go through some of the measurements. Actually, I'll put the measurements down here at the bottom just to save some time. We'll have a look at some of the features, some of the colours, materials, blah blah blah. So as far as your materials are concerned, this is constructed from 500D Cordura. Cordura is, it's just your go-to, isn't it really? I think for military equipment like this, although in this instance we're looking at how this would work perfectly for EDC, but Cordura is kind of your benchmark, isn't it, as far as your just pretty much freaking kick-ass tough nylons are concerned. This is available at this time in 3 flat colours. So you have the Ranger Green that we have here. There's also a Coyote and a black. There is a camo, which is the multicam. And I think, and I mentioned this in the other one, so I will double check this, but I think they're also releasing soon an American Woodland version, which I think would look absolutely amazing. It's a very popular camo. All your zippers on here, these are YKK zippers. The larger zippers in the hardware area, these are size 10s. You then have some smaller ones here, but all of the zips are the newer RC zips, which have that weird kind of overlapping tooth thing rather than the original ones that was just kind of a lattice. YKK zippers are very snag free anyway, but the newer RC versions of these are just even less snag prone. Mil-spec webbing all throughout. As far as your buckles on here are concerned, I'm sure we've actually got 2 types of buckles. So there are the buckles on the side, these are Duraflex. No, the one on the bottom here, this is Duraflex. The ones on the side here and your sternum strap, these are Woojin buckles. I don't know if they're kind of between companies that they're going to go for, but I guess having the balance on there with 2 different types might be, again, just be down to saving costs. And then you'll probably see all the way through the front here, and then on the inside as well, we have Velcro in here. Now, rather than it just being the kind of it's hook and loop, this is genuine Velcro, so that's a nice touch too. But all in all, this is an 18-litre assault pack. This is designed to be used with one of the K-series plate carriers, but it can be used for EDC, for everyday getting out. I have tried to commute with this. I can commute with this on the days when I don't need to take my laptop in. So this is an 18-litre pack with the addition of a beaver tail here on the front, which is stowed away at this moment in time. So I couldn't quite fit my 18-litre laptop, sorry, my 16-inch laptop I couldn't fit into here. But on the days when I've just gone into the office and I've just had some clients to see instead, then it's meant that I can just carry a little bit lighter. For doing walks, being out in the countryside like this is great. It really forces you to think, do I need to take this? That whole kind of the more you know, the less you need kind of idea around, well, do I really need to take all that stuff? But it's great. 18 litres really is a good spot for day walks. So as we usually do, we'll go through the outside and then we'll have a look at the back and then on the inside as well. Now through the front here, hopefully you'll be able to see that there is plenty of hook and loop Velcro on here. The main reason for that is due to the military side. So if you wanted to, if you were, well, I suppose mainly they're designed for the guy behind you, but the placard systems all work with these. It's a very similar layout to the front of a plate carrier. If you don't want to use it for that, obviously you certainly don't have to, and you can just put a morale patch on here as well. If you don't want this and you want a little bit more of a cleaner look, you don't want it to look as tactical, then you have the beaver tail. So as mentioned, so this is an extra 8 litres. Great for days out when you're walking and you just want to take off a jacket, chuck it in the front of here if you're kind of in between showers, that sort of stuff. You can take it in, put it out, but you've got that extra space. When this isn't being used, or at least if you want to not have this stowed away, using the G-hooks, there are 2 of these. These would attach to your regular areas where you would have your placard system attached to. I like the fact that the G-hooks also have a little bit of Agilite branding on there. As far as branding is concerned, it's very minimal. It's not one of those kind of uber obnoxious brands that just wants to throw their name everywhere all over them. You just have a little like a TPU kind of patch on the front. But this gives you the extra space, so if you're out walking, you want to chuck a jacket in there, you can do. If you've got kids like me, and I have the, if you bring it, you carry it, but sometimes they're not prepared to carry it, so that gets put in here as well. You also, at the top here, there is plenty of additional webbing, so that if you wanted to pull this out, you can, if you're using this to commute with a cycling helmet will fit in there perfectly. If you're using this for the military side and you want to put your skid lid on, your dirt lid on there, then you can put that in there as well. Towards the bottom you have some mesh. This will stop anything from falling out through the sides. Now I will say, if it is something that you prefer to remove, there is no way to remove this. It's not one of those beaver tails that will come all the way down. It stops about, say, 2 or 3 inches from the bottom, so that you can put stuff in here. Now, how I had it originally is, if you'll see, there is a row of Velcro here, and there's also, or at least this, I suppose, this is the loop, and here is the hook. So you can fold that in over itself, push it against there like that, and then you have full access to whatever it is that you want to put on the front here. Now, through the sides, there is some traditional PALS webbing with you know, I suppose traditional webbing on here, which are, so there are 3 columns and 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. So if you wanted to attach anything to the side, you can do. Both of the sides are identical. You also have some compression straps on here as well, so if you want to put something in here and make sure whatever it is nice and tight, then you can cinch this down and you can get those on. Now I will say, we'll have a look at these compression straps in a second when we look at how this attaches to the plate carrier, because this is one of the areas in which they fix onto that to make sure that it's, you know, it's in place. Now we'll quickly show you the bottom here as well. So you also have some additional webbing on the bottom too. So if there is a bedroll, although I suppose an 18-litre pack, let's say you've got, I don't know, maybe you're going to do some filming, maybe you're going to do some fishing, whatever it is, if you wanted to attach anything to the bottom here, then you can use this additional webbing to keep that in place. Across the top you have a really nice large pocket, which I think, yes it does, it has my car keys in here at the moment. So the top on this is roughly about 7 inches wide and comes down to, so where you see the break between this Velcro and this Velcro, roughly here, this is where that pocket comes down, but it does go all the way across the sides. Great for keeping your snacks, whether that's Skittles, crayons, you know, whatever takes your fancy, you can drop that into there. Across the top, which is what I have this suspended from at the moment, you have this enormous grab handle. So if you're the type of person that struggles with grab handles, you really shouldn't worry about this. I can get both hands in there without any worries whatsoever. Uses the same 2-inch webbing that you find around here, and then as it gets to the top, it's pinched and then sewn over so that you can, you can get a good grip on there. On the inside, I'll just pull this over here. On the inside of the grab handle, you then have some flaps that you can open up here, and then there is also an additional one on the other side. Military use, comms, radios, anything like that you can pass through there. If you're hunting with this and you have a collapsible rifle that you can put in here as well, maybe if you're moving between locations, then you can have the barrel coming out from there as well. If you're wanting to add additional hydration, you can have that coming out of there as well. However, I will say that there is actually a port here from a central location that you can have your hydration hydration bladder coming out. Some people prefer that, some people prefer it so it definitely comes over one of the shoulders, which you can use one of those ports either side to make sure that it's in the perfect position for you. Now the main compartment itself, so this really is a single compartment style assault pack style bag, although yes, you have an easy access compartment here at the front. There's no additional laptop sleeve or anything like that in here. You can get an additional organization panel which you purchase as an additional item to this, which is actually really nice. I haven't picked one of those up yet, but I probably will do, and I'll bring you some content on that in the future. But you have these really nice large YKK zips. These things are huge and bomb-proof. And then you also have, so actually on the front here, so this is the 550 paracord, but they've taken the core fibers out of there so that you just have the outer. The one on the front here is just tied on. These are tied on, but then you also have the little heatsink bits so that you can get a good grip on those whether you're wearing gloves or not. It is a full clamshell, however with both of the compression straps on here, if you don't want it to just completely open and just all your stuff goes all over the floor, then you can keep those on there and that will stop that from doing that. If not, you can open these and it will open all the way down. Now we're probably about 10 minutes into this. I know you're thinking tactical teddy bear compliance, and I can confirm, yes, this was a pack that Agilite got in touch with me because they wanted to know the exact specifics for tactical teddy bear compliance. So I can confirm, yes, 100% tactical teddy bear compliant. But yeah, let's open this on both sides, pull this down. Don't necessarily even need to worry about that snagging because you've got YKK zips on here. A couple of things, you know, I've got some gloves, but anyway. So yes, then we get to the inside. Now hopefully what you'll see straight away is an abundance of hook and loop. You can set this up exactly how you want to. You want to put a laptop panel in here. So I mentioned I've got a 16-inch laptop, but I believe you can fit a 14-inch laptop in here, and Agilite also do a 14-inch laptop sleeve that you can add to this. I'll double check that, it's either 14 or 15, but anyway, I'm kind of, yeah, I went off topic. But so anything across the front here, if you want to use this for CCW, if you're in an area of the world that you can do, of course you can fix a rifle holster to this and additional magazines again. They have, and I think it's quite clever how they've done this, so you'll see that there's a bit of a snake pattern through this. What that does is it just adds a little more malleability through this front panel, which again, it's nice, it's just a feature that they've thought of and that they've added. I am just going to open this inside out for a second, because one of the things that I've noticed as well that I've not really seen anybody else comment on, so on this side here, you also have some slip sleeves. So there are 1, 2, 3 probably inch wide sleeves, so if you wanted to drop a pen or a multi-tool or a knife, anything like that into here, then you can do. And then there's also some elastic loops on the outside as well. While I do have this inside out, hopefully you'll be able to see all of this top section is lined, all through the bottom is lined, all of the seams is all reinforced, and then on the inside is here you can also see where the box stitches are for all of the grab handles and all the bits on the outside. I've said this once, I've said it twice, you know, Agilite really go the distance to make sure that their gear will last. Now on this side, rather than having those slips on here, it doesn't have them. It is just a plain side. Now I'm going to call this the back panel, mainly because this is the back where your straps are. But on here you've got more hook and loop, and then across the top here is a zip pocket, and on the inside of here, this is where you can get to your hydration bladder. So the hook for the hydration bladder, rather than it just flapping around, extra nice little detail is that Velcro is on, and then you can open this up so that you can put your bladder on there, and then, you know, you can fit something in. I guess I'm going to say you can easily fit a 2 or 3 litre bladder into here, and then on the inside, this is on the outside bit, so that's where your bladder will come out of. If you did want, then you can pass it through still within the inside, and then you can run it through either of those two side panels as well. They've kept it simple, and I think I fully understand why they've kept it simple. They could have added some organisation on the inside. Maybe the cynic would say, well, they've already got an organisation panel, so they might as well sell it separately and make a little bit more money doing it that way. But I think keeping it as simple as possible on the inside is the best way, so that you can use it as a foundation to then be able to build on. Now on the rear, your straps, forgot for a second what these are called. So your straps are nice and very firm, I will say about this. So they've chosen to use a closed cell padding, which is great for a country like Israel. I can imagine that people there sweat a lot. So having a closed cell padding on the inside of this will stop a lot of that sweat being absorbed and just smelling. But they're nice and wide, really nice and firm, but they also can be removed. So there is a D-ring here at the top that you just pass the loop back through, and you'll see that these will open. Wow, that sun's just gone really bright. So if you wanted to take these off, and as we'll have a look at in a second, you need to take these off so that they will fix on to the plate carrier. You also have a sternum strap on here, which is great. Some people don't like these, some people take them off. I always leave the sternum straps on. And then you get down, no quick release. I don't really see the point of a quick release with this, and I understand why they didn't add that. But the strap's on there, so if you did want to add a quick release, you could do. And then you get down to the bottom here again, where you get more, where you also get the fixing point here, which can also be removed if you want to as well. Now both of the K series plate carriers and the AMAP III are completely compatible, and we'll be able to connect with ease to both of them. Plus as well, there is an adapter that you can get, so that if you don't have one of the K series plate carriers, you can attach your AMAP III to whatever plate carrier that you have. Now when you get your AMAP III, there are some additional extras in here that will help you to attach this. First thing that well actually there's no real kind of first way or second way to do this, but for me, first thing that I do is remove the straps. The straps, as you've seen, is very easy to take off, unless you're doing this whilst being filmed, and it takes a little bit longer than you would normally have to do. So take these off. And then through the spine section on here, you have this piece of Velcro, which then comes off as well. Oh. Make sure you keep that, because, I mean, let's face it, you will lose it. Now, the extra little bits that do come with this are some additional hooks. So you get these Duraflex buckles, which the other one I have put onto here. So in order to make sure that it is fixed on there, you have on both sides, and I've just done it on one side for now just for ease. You have these buckles that come with the AMAP assault pack. So you put these buckles onto here so that this lines up perfectly on the back, because you have this hook and loop section through here which affixes to this hook and loop section. Give them a bit of a press together to make sure that your straps are on as part of this, where the strap adjustments are here on the shoulders. These will then allow you to push these through the D-rings on each side, which would normally be where your normal straps would attach. And now if I'd have fixed both of these on here, and I did it the wrong way around. But you'd be able to put your male from this, for your female from this end, with your male on that end, just to make sure that it's fastened. And then on the bottom here you have, so this is one of the standard ones that comes with the AMAP, and it's always attached, but it has one of those split pincer bits where you pinch it and then you can attach it to here underneath, so that you can then have all of your gear at hand. Quickly attach the quick access which is always hard to do when you're trying to do something on film. Got it upside down? No, I haven't even got it upside down. I'm just an idiot. So all of your gear is there. You have your plate carrier, and then on the back you've got an additional 18 litres should you need it as well. So whether you're using this in conjunction with your plate carrier, or whether you are just using this to get out around about town, or you know, just experiencing life in the outdoors, I think the Agilite AMAP III is an exceptional backpack, and certainly one that you should be checking out. Now I'd like to say a huge shout out to the team. You know, I'd actually picked this up myself, but there's a few things that I've shown off today, especially the pincer placard that I had on this that was sent to me, but I thought it would be useful to give you an idea of how the whole kind of ecosystem all works together with the Agilite products. So as soon as you finish this, make sure you get over to Moorlander Tactical. As I mentioned at the beginning of this, there's 2 pieces of content. They're going live at exactly the same time so that you can see more from this and how it all works with some huge ass flies flying into my head today. It's crazy. It's like me getting hit by birds. Anyway, where was I? So yes, check out Moorlander Tactical as well. Now I'll leave Agilite links below so that you can see more from them. Highly recommend you check them out here on YouTube as well. Some of the videos that they put up so that you can see more around their decisions, and you know, how they work with feedback from their community, how they embrace that and work that into future product lines. I'll leave a link so that you can see more from them. I'll leave some of my social media links so that you can see more from me here on Moorlander EDC, and also my sister channel, Moorlander Tactical. But for now, as always, stay safe, stay Moorlander, and stay EDC. Hi, I'm the Moorlander, and this is Moorlander EDC. Just triple checking. Gotta be careful. Still recording? I'm only bloody still recording. Stop. So here we go. Pretty much stood in a bramble bush, trying to get the right angle. Is the light? The light is good. He saw the light and proclaimed it was good. I think I got the words right there, and I apologise if I haven't. I'm not trying to mock anybody. It just seemed the right thing to say at that moment in time. Now, where was I? I think we need to be this way to get better light. I mean, the light is always good. One should always see the light. Oh God, my beard looks awful. I'm genuinely stood in a bramble bush because this is the best tree to hang my stuff from. God, my beard does look awful. Look at that. I'm like a wizard. You're a wizard, Harry. You're a wizard, Randy. No, that doesn't sound, that sounds a bit... Anyway, where was I? I swear I'm getting dive bombed. Is it the A10 Warthog? It's what it feels like, it's hitting me in the head. What is wrong with these flies? Well, I know it is, kind of that horse fly. Dear, you little bastard! I mean, that couldn't have been any more perfectly timed, could it? Apologies about the harsh language. I don't like flies. They do my nut in. Plain and simple. So anyway, yeah. Well, I hope you're having a good Sunday. I hope you enjoy the content here on Moorland EDC and also on Moorland Tactical. I've actually really enjoyed getting 2 pieces of content at the same time, although it's a lot to film in one day and get edited. But yes, I hope this also gives more of an understanding as why I started Moorland Tactical, because I get this stuff and I love it so much, and then somebody goes, you should really try out the plate carrier, and I don't think that the plate carrier fits on Moorland EDC, but starting Moorland Tactical this year really seemed to make sense. So yes, yeah, I freaking love you guys. So I hope you all have an amazing Sunday, and I will see you on Wednesday. Actually, we got some really nice content on Wednesday. 4 mini thrower flashlights. I was going to film today, but the sun's going down. Anyway, what was that? So yeah, hope you have a good Sunday. See you soon. Bye.